My name is Saran Mishra. I'm a senior in the current School of Management studying economics. I'm also the editor-in-chief of The Exponent. I heard a quote a long time ago. It said, life is just a game, but the football is life. And that's kind of what the sport has meant to me. I first got started when I lived in Taiwan. My family were from India, a remote part of India, and then we moved to Taiwan, lived there for about 2.5 years. Just a bunch of older kids playing. I was very young, and it was one day I thought I'd try it out, and I still remember this. A ball got kicked to my stomach, and I went home crying, and I told my mother I'd never play that stupid game again. And then after we moved out of Taiwan, we moved to Spain, and in Spain it just started to catch fire. It was different. It was every kid played it. We played on the street, not the grass. It was a beautiful game. It was, it soon started to encompass every little crevice of my life. It was my senior year in high school, and I was playing really well coming into it. I had some disciplinary issues my junior year with varsity, but besides that, I got demoted back to JV for the rest of the season. More than that, I was playing club really well. I was playing for some bigger clubs in the Chicagoland area, and I was really coming into a zone where I definitely could have gone on, and the thought of playing in college, that really didn't enter my mind. But my thing was, considering I was a little bit younger than my classmates, I thought I could take a year and just play for a local club team, develop, and then try out for the local team, which is Chicago Fire. And so I was really coming into my own there. And then, it happened. It wasn't supposed to happen. I still try not to think about it to this day. It was tryouts. For the seniors, it wasn't really a tryout. We already knew who we were going to be, or where we were going to be placed. So we used to mess around with the younger kids, and I was doing that, and I was always a flashy player. I learned it in Spain. And, it was a bad chunk of grass and, inner city field kind of thing. And, simple drill, 3-on-3, big goals. I beat the defender in front of me. Take it to the left. Still remember this. Plant my left foot. Try to put the ball through his legs as he's coming forward this way. So try to embarrass him. In soccer, we call that a meg. And so, as I'm trying to, my left foot is planted, my body turns, and he turns, and there's a little crack, and it hurt like hell. I remember applying to college this night. Never thought I was going to actually end up in college because, my dreams were to play professionally, obviously. If I was playing so well, then why not? That dream was always alive. But, my parents were like, why don't you go to college for like a little bit and we'll see. And so I picked Purdue because of a couple of reasons. It was actually, frankly, my last choice. It was close enough to home, but far enough from home. And also, I didn't have a Division I soccer team. I started off pre-med when I came to Purdue because my parents coerced me into it. And then I ended up, now I'm pre-law, studying economics because it's something that is very competitive as a field. It's something, and it requires a lot of focus and dedication and competition. And it's and because of that, I talked to my advisor, and she said, well, you need to show people that you have these qualitative skills, that you're able to write. So on a whim, I joined The Exponent. And, I haven't really looked back. It's been 2 years of me working here now. A little bit over, actually. No, 2 years, yeah. And this place has been something else because I don't think there's a faster industry than journalism. One day we're reporting on some campus issue. The next day it's a national issue. The following day it's something else. It changes all the time, and there's always this kind of like hunt that you kind of go on, whether it be for sources, whether it be for story ideas, whether it be for just information digging. And it was, it's very close, that feeling that I used to get when I played. It's a high in a sense, you know. You're putting out a tangible asset, and it's kind of like holding a ball, in a sense to me. It's something you can hold. It's something you can feel. You live and breathe it, and it's, you know, I work 12 hours a day now, and part of me, sadistically enough, I love it. To run a company like this, as I'm currently doing and will be doing for a little bit longer, it requires the absolute most insane, competitive, and intuitive, but at the same time, the fastest decision-making skills ever. Here we go, home sweet home. Welcome back. I got a lot to do today. President Dennis is coming in today, actually. Gotta make sure my campus editor knows what to ask him. Gotta tell my city editor, recent politics, rather ask about further interaction, please. Always summons to it. Me trying to become a professional soccer player was a very selfish dream. Me trying to make sure that the Exponent doesn't go under is a little bit less of a selfish dream, because I have to worry about the future of my colleagues, potentially. What about the full-time employees who have given their lives to the Exponent? Well, I have to make sure that their jobs aren't lost as well. It is a less of a selfish dream, but you know, the effort, I have to go back to it. This truly is a 24-hour, 7 days a week job. And when I was playing, it was a 24-hour, 7 days a week job. A part of me is still, and always will be, saddened that I could not pursue that career because of an injury like this. But I'm very happy that I found another one. Do I still think back to it? Yeah, I cringe every time I see something like this happening on the pitch. I see a soccer player go down grabbing his knee, I go, nah, no. I'm like, it's an initial reaction to grab your knee. And, you know, that, I don't know how to, I still don't know how to get over that. I don't know if any athlete who has gone through that has gotten over that.